building. So they've weathered storms before. Hopefully they'll just find this.
Only I think 5 deaths so far, which is not good news, but not as bad as 70 plus. Let's get right into it, seeing a look at Hurricane Irene. Right now, about 300 miles southwest of New York City, and a lot more people to deal with than way back then, so that's going to be one of the big concerns. But let's talk about New Mexico. We're not dealing with hurricane conditions, but we did have some heavy rain in Durango earlier, courtesy of Amanda Goodman, that report. She was up in Durango and kind of said it was pretty nasty out there, but calmed down a little bit. Also, the northern mountains seeing some activity, some storms starting to make their way through the Sangres into Las Vegas, and then even parts of central New Mexico near Santa Rosa, I-40, Vaughn. Some heavy rain and lightning with these thunderstorms, and then also southwest New Mexico starting to see some bubble up over the Gila. But it's very easy to see our high pressure cell parked right over the northwest. Not too much activity under it, but you can see it circulating around it. As we get into tomorrow, we're going to first see our storm slowing tonight, mainly wrapping up before the midnight hour, but high pressure will keep moisture in the region in the northwest, and that'll be our focus. Storms under the high pressure and around the high pressure, so that's what we can expect for Sunday, our setup, and our bullseyes will be the Gila and then the northeast. A cold front will help kind of induce some thunderstorms as we get into tomorrow. The high starts to shift to the south and the east as we get into Wednesday and beyond, and that'll help open up a little bit more moisture, so we'll get better coverage to the west as we get into Wednesday and beyond. Southeast New Mexico, we're going to have to count on convective storms kind of bubbling up on their own, or stray storms. Really not a great setup for us as far as the rain is concerned. So 8 p.m. starting to see some activity still hanging on as we get the clock rolling. Those storms diminish, and then as we get into tomorrow afternoon, it's starting to refire in the west and then in the north, and then as we get into the later afternoon hours, 5 p.m., you can see that focus in the northeast and then also southwest New Mexico, hanging on into some of the parts of the state into the late night hours in the northeast. And for Monday, the focus again will be the southwest and then the northern part of the state. As you can see, this is 3 p.m. Even the Sacramento mountains maybe even popping off some showers. So Albuquerque, about a 10 to 20% chance of thunderstorms each day. Just not a great setup for us. Let's do the numbers here. Northwest New Mexico, storms tonight and then again for tomorrow. Partly cloudy conditions, 95 in Farmington, 88 in Durango. 7-day forecast looks like this. Really the wettest days in Durango are going to be the next couple of days, and then we're going to start to dry things out toward the end of the week. Also seeing temperatures drop as well. Farmington, about 10 to 20% chance each day, and then a little better coverage hopefully for Thursday and Friday, and then drying things out as well, excuse me. Partly cloudy, isolated storms, heavier activity in the Gila, 98 TRC, same story in Alamogordo, 100 for some of our southern communities, excuse me. Few 4 wet days ahead in Silver City, and then a drying trend a little bit, but still a 20% chance for thunderstorms. Temperatures also starting to hike downward as well. Southeast New Mexico, spot storm possible, but really the muggy conditions and the heat will be the main story. 103 in Carlsbad, 100 in Portales, 100 in Roswell, 84 in Ruidoso, and the heat will hang on, as you can see, well into Tuesday, and then stepping it back down to the mid-90s in Roswell. Looking like our best shot for storms will be Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. A little bit of a break for Wednesday and Thursday, although a slight chance, and then a better chance for Friday and Saturday. But the picture doesn't look amazing in the southeast for thunderstorms this week. Scattered storms in the northeast tomorrow. Could see some heavy flooding with these slow-moving storms. It'll be isolated in nature, not widespread. 99 in Tucumcari, 87 in Las Vegas. 7-day forecast for Las Vegas. One of our favorite areas for storms, so we'll hang on to wet weather for the next few days. A little bit of a lull. That's a tough one to say for Wednesday and Thursday, and then refiring some more moisture for Friday and Saturday. Temperatures also marching downward in Las Vegas. Northern mountains, scattered thunderstorms for tomorrow afternoon. 79 in Angel Fire, 88 in Santa Fe. 7-day forecast for Santa Fe shows a shot at thunderstorms for Sunday. A little bit better chance for Monday and Tuesday. We're talking 30 to 40% chance, and then kind of drying things out a hair, and then refiring once again for Friday and Saturday. Temperatures marching down as well in the Santa Fe area. Not bad at all. Will be in the mid to low 80s. 89 in Moriarty, 92 in Tijeras. Scattered thunderstorms for tomorrow. Here's Duke City. Will be in the mid-90s for the most part. Really isolated activity if we do see anything, kind of a stray storm off the mountains, or maybe an outflow boundary, a slice of cool air firing off a new storm. But we will see our temperatures start to dip a little bit as well.
Okay, thank you, Wayne. Here's a look at tonight's primetime lineup here on KRQE.